in the water. Heat number 6, round number 3. We are going to see Dave Winchester in red, Eder Luciano in white, and Mitch Rawlins in yellow. Comes around the section, makes it around the section, punches through the lip, and nice roll right there for Mitch Rawlins. First one to draw blood in this heat. Heat number 6.
Yeah, look.
Oh,
What is that? Eder Luciano dropping out of the sky. I didn't see how he got up there, but I saw him dropping. What happened there, Manny?
Oh, he went for a big move. Look at back-to-back wave action. It is Jason Finlay looking for a section, but the lip, that was one of those bigger waves that just came washing through, and the lip was not there for. Look how big this wave was. Unbelievable. Look at these waves coming in with the low tide. It is just going to get a little hairy, a little dangerous out there for the riders out in this heat. Heat number 6, round number 3.
Let me talk you through some of the scenarios here. Well, we're not going to get a break in the action. I see Tom Rigby just coming in from the previous heat, and he's probably glad to get himself out of there. Unfortunately for Tom Rigby, I think he will not see him any further in this competition. So well done, riggers. Qualified for next year's World Tour. Massive performance throughout the contest, throughout the year. We will see you next year. Hats off to you, mate. But let's have a look at this replay. This was Mitch Rawlins. Gets up under the lip, and big wave, as you said, Manny, and bang, he breaks himself through the lip, and air drops down. 5.0 for that wave for Mitch Rawlins. Strong start, and he's got riggers coming in from his last wave. But we're just going to run through the scenarios again, Manny. Dave Winchester is in this heat in red. There's Pierre, said he's the man of the moment. I can't believe what he just pulled off in that heat to keep the World Tour dream alive for himself. Dave Winchester, he's already on 12 points. He's in red in this heat in the water now. He's already through to the round of 4. He's just going to put on a show for us, I have no doubt. Eder Luciano, he is on 8 points. He actually he wants a second place finish so he can be safe. Third place finish, he'll be on that dreaded bubble. Fourth place, goodbye. Then we've got Mitch Rawlins. He needs to win, nothing but a win. Mitch Rawlins on 5 points. He needs the full 6 points to progress through. And yeah, we all know Mitch Rawlins is one of the most talented surfers in the world. A lot of people would like to see him in the round of 16. No more than Mitch himself. He sets himself very high standards and very, very driven guy. So it's all on the line for Mitch Rawlins. Jace Finlay, the wild card, he's been on fire. He's already on 10 points. He's pretty much safe. Him and Winnie are going to go out there and just put on a show. Eder wants a second place. Mitch wants first place. Let's see how it plays out, Manny.
Do you think Dave Winchester and Jason Finlay, are they going to sit back and watch the fun, or will they do what Jeff Hubbard did, and that's put out everything they got, and it was insane. So we'll see as time goes on. Check this out.
No doubt. You see pictures of Jeff Hubbard there. He said he put it all on the line in Hawaii with that amazing come-from-behind victory. And there you see in the calendar, you've got images of that. That, what you see on your screen, is available in the IBA online shop. It's a wall calendar. Some of the most amazing images from the IBA World Tour this year. And more importantly, it has the dates of the 2012 schedule, the Men's Grand Slam Series, the Men's Global Qualifying Series, the Women's World Tour, and the Drop Knee World Tour. This must be on your wall. Click online, IBAWorldTour.com. Click on the online shop. Get yourself one of these puppies. It'll be on your doorstep in the next couple of days, well ahead of Christmas. So if you can't afford it yourself, tap your friends and family on the shoulder, give them the details and say, this is what I want for Christmas.
You know what? You mentioned you might have one in your bag. So when you go to sleep tonight and you wake up tomorrow and it's missing, I apologize.
No, man, I've got that under lock and key. Those said some very, very exciting developments for next year's World Tour. We've spoken about how amazing the development of the tour has been this year, but we're going bigger and better in 2012, and it's going to be amazing. We've got some new venues, but the only way to find out those new venues prior to January is to buy yourself a calendar, Manny Vargas.
You're a genius.
You know what? I'll give you free postage from my bag to you. $30. It's all yours, baby.
Done. That schedule and that calendar is worth every penny. So I'll leave. What is that? Like 20 euros? I'll leave 20 euros on the porch.
30 euros, Manny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Manny V with Greg Taylor bringing you the live action on the 2010 IBA World Tour. This is the last stop on the Grand Slam Series. It's been an amazing tour, and this is it. This is the NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor. It's coming down to the wire for this event for 4 riders, and the world title.
Yeah, most definitely, Danny. And special shout out to Grand Flavour. We mentioned there, you would have seen on the screen there, Benny and myself decked out in the latest Grand Flavour threads. And the best way to get them yourself, again, you can jump online. You can click the link straight from the IBA website. The Grand Flavour advert will link you straight through to their online store. They've got an amazing special at the moment. And what that'll do is, if your total purchase value is over $200, you will get free shipping worldwide. That's right. So get together with your friends. What do you reckon, Benny? How would you play it?
Yeah, friends and family, put in one big order, get free shipping. Look at this. Out in the back, it is Mitch Rawlins looking for something to happen. A little bumpy on the inside right there for Mitch Rawlins, but able to pull off a roll at the very end of that. Not the cleanest maneuver, not the cleanest way for Mitch Rawlins, but that is Mitch Rawlins trying to put something on the board with 23 minutes remaining in this heat.
Keep in mind, Mitch Rawlins needs to win this to progress through to the next stage. On the screen here, Manny, we have the Wings for Life initiative. It's the Spinal Cord Research Foundation by the Red Bull Group. It's a great cause, and what they're looking for a curable solution, a solution for spinal cord injuries. We've seen that rock so many people in various sports and life, and just life in general. This is a foundation to raise awareness and money to fund this. So jump online to wingsforlife.com, check it out, make a donation. Manny Vargas.
Okay, Dave Winchester, big bottom turn to a big error right there. Dave Winchester, nice, clean bottom turn. I've said it before, the key element to big moves like that, big air, is the bottom turn. And let's take another look at Dave Winchester.
Look at this just building across the reef, Manny. When he knows exactly what he's going to do, he gets that bottom man turn, sets his eyes on the lip. That is impeccable timing, perfect loose boost, projection out, lands cleanly on the face, not a lot of impact, because he knows how to do that better than anyone in the world. 7.25, the judges reward him. I think Sasha Specker there in the water saying, Winnie, I got that one on film, buddy. Check out the IBA website after the event and you'll see the photos of that amazing shot. But David Winchester, 7.25, amazing start to the heat. As you said, he's got nothing here. This is just an expression session getting ready for the round of 16. He's already there, but he's putting it all on the line, Manny. You've had him in the commentary booth with you.
Yes, he's a very laid-back, cool, chill person, and it's pretty amazing to watch him being so relaxed, before a big heat like this. But you know what? Dave Winchester on that big invert, you look up in the bodyboarding dictionary, you're going to find that wave right there. Perfect air from Dave Winchester, came in at a 7.25. So where are we at with 20 minutes remaining? 21 minutes.
21 minutes. Mitch Rawlins is in first place. He's holding that down with a 5.0 ride and a 4.0 ride. That's probably not going to be enough to hold that position for the whole heat. 22 minutes to go. Keep in mind, Mitch Rawlins must win this heat to stay alive in the competition. Second place or worse, goodbye Mitch Rawlins. We will not see you again in the 2011 IBA Tour. The great news is Mitch Rawlins has already qualified for the 2012 Tour, so that's fine. In second place, we've got Dave Winchester from Australia. He's in the red singlet. He just busted that perfect boost on that right, big air invert. He's in second place. He only needs a 1.75 to jump into first. In third place, the Brazilian Eder Luciano. Eder is an amazing talent. He gets projection from no one else. And keep in mind, the Brazilian there, he's in the water with 3 Aussies. Eder, he needs a second place finish, so it's all the pressure's on Eder. He started off with a strong 6-point ride, Manny, and he's in a good position. Jace Finlay, he's left there, but we've got on the action, Manny.
All right, intense action out in the water, but first, little lull in the action. Shaggy's downstairs with the winner of the last heat. Shaggy, where you at, brother?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm down here with Dal Singer. Well done, Dallas. That was an amazingly huge invert. Let's get straight into it. Talk us through that.
Geez. I don't know. I didn't even have a plan. I didn't know what to say. No, I had a kind of plan, I might, just look at some of the ways that the other guys weren't looking at. Everyone needed to get a good result in that heat. The boys all told me before I went out, and I was already thinking to myself, shit, I need a first to, to advance the next round. And, at the start, it wasn't going too well for me, and it kind of worked to my advantage. I loosened up and just thought, okay, I'm just going to have to, get really good ramps or get a really good wave. So I managed to get those 2 good sections, and I had plenty of speed coming off my bottom turn. So, Yeah, I felt pretty comfortable, and it got a good ramp, and just held on for the end of it, and it turned out okay. Yeah, so that happened twice.
Yeah, it sure did. Not often that people fall out the bottom of the screen on a replay, hey?
Yeah, that's what Barnesy just told me then. Yeah, I don't know. It felt the second one. I didn't tweak it that much. I sort of sketched on it a little bit. Like I would have loved to held it like a bit more vert, but you know, I just sort of fell like so far, and I felt like my feet were above my head. But yeah, I held on. My fin came off again after my shocker first heat this morning, but it held tight. I'm using my brother's fin savers now, so they're helping out well.
Luckily, you got your brother here, hey?
Yeah, it's good. But no, I'm stoked. Yeah, and that happened early, so I was sort of like, geez, I got to wait 16 minutes now. And Pierre was, you know, putting some pressure on, and he's more than capable of getting scores like 8s and stuff on the reg. So, you know, yeah, I'm just relieved. You know, it's good.
Well, congratulations. It's the I think you're through to next round, huh?
Yeah, I'm on 11, so it's usually pretty sweet. But you know, I can't count my chickens already.
No, you're on the bubble, but good luck. Well done. Amazing show. Great show. Thank you very much.
Legend.
Another great interview from Shaggy, the interviewer down in the VIP area. So Dallas Singer holding on to that big aerial assault and making it through, I believe, round number 4.
He's through to round number 4, Manny. He's through to the next year's World Tour. So you can see he was speechless, and you can see why. Not only did he pull off 2 of the biggest inverts we've seen in competition for quite a while, he also has got himself, you know, he's secured his future for another 12 months and another couple of days.
Sorry, I'm looking at your T-shirt right now, and I just noticed the logo. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a pretty cool logo.
Yeah, the guys from Grand Flavour have hooked us up, Manny, and they've hooked me up here with this white shirt with the, you know, the funky pocket. But if you look inside the pocket, I have the Grand Flavour calculator, just so I can keep on top of the scores. Guys at Grand Flavour, Chad Jackson, shout out to you for your support, mate. But he thought I needed a calculator to keep on top of the different scenarios here, so he's hooked me up. And now, as you can see, Manny, you've got the hat and the threads on. I suggest to our viewers to jump online, check out the range, and yeah, purchase, you know, yourself some new season goodies.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the IBA 2011 NMD Pride Stealth Fronton Pro, brought to you by Grand Flavor. Okay, this is it. We're winding down today's action with a few more heats currently out in the water. We have heat number 6, Dave Winchester in red, currently in 2nd place. Mitch Rawlins in 1st place in yellow. We have Eder Luciano in 3rd place and Jason Finlay in 4th place. Eder and Jason only have 1 wave on their scorecard. Look at this out the back. It looks like we have Dave Winchester on drop knee. The drop knee stance. 1 knee on the board, 1 foot on the board. And you don't really see that, especially here at Fronton.
Yeah, look, I think he saw that wave. There wasn't a lot on offer. Dave Winchester is one of the more versatile riders on tour, and you know, we've seen him, you know, blast on the knee many times, but he thought that was the time he got the wave. But up and riding, Jace Finlay's been a bit quiet.
All right, Jason Finlay, this will be his 2nd wave, and slides under the pocket. A little bumpy on the inside right there, but when he comes out, he finds somehow a section to pull off a tight spin under the lip. Great, pretty good wave, although it was a little bumpy on the way. Give him a little talk with Sasha Specker, the IBA photographer on the tour.
Yeah, Sasha Specker does an amazing job. He's the man who pumps out those press releases, but he, more importantly, pumps out the photos, amazing images.
Amazing images.
Here's Dave Winchester just playing and said he's already through to the next round. I probably doesn't want to put too much on the line. It's very low tide out there. He probably doesn't want to be flipping onto the bare rocks. So that wave, I don't think it was the high scoring potential. But Jace Finlay, once again, very quiet at the start of the heat, comes back with a solid score, finds himself, parks himself under the lip. He's in there, gives a little spit, then he throws a spin here, man. Amazing rail control to do that under the lip, and you know, well done at 5.0 for that wave. Still in 4th position, believe it or not. But 15 minutes to go, and it's all happening. Oh, I can't wait to see this next one.
All right, check this out. Coming up next, you have in the white jersey there, Diego Cabrera from the Canary Islands, and Guillermo Cobo in the yellow jersey. Both of these guys, buddies and Spanish speakers, love to ride Fronton. They will be in the heat with Silvano Lourenco from Portugal in the blue jersey and Ryan Hardy in the red jersey, making their way across the rocks here at Fronton. At high tide, those rocks were actually covered. Look at this, Dave Winchester again, nice carving drop knee maneuver. And it looks like Dave Winchester, he's just having fun now. Obviously, he knows he's going to advance on to round number 4. So, I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, different strategies, man. You saw Jeff Hubbard was in a similar situation as Dave Winchester. He was already through with 2 first-place finishes. Jeff Hubbard still put it all on the line. He's got a world title on the line. He didn't need to win his heat, but he just didn't want to make it easy for Ben Play or anyone else. He was there busting massive ARSs and inverts, amazing sort of big air spins. He was, killing it. Then you've got Dave Winchester in a similar position. He saved himself for the round of 16. The tide's got quite low. There's some pretty hairy sections out there. He's opted to, you know what, I'm feeling this wave. I'm okay. I'm just going to have a bit of fun out here, not cause my body any damage, and get myself mentally and physically ready for the round of 16, because that's the money round, Manny.
That's right, and that is what's coming up next. It is round number 4, and the people in round number 4, the riders, the competitors, are the top 16 out of the 32 that are currently competing. The leaderboard rounds. Run us through it.
Leaderboard rounds. Okay, we're very at the back end of the leaderboard rounds, Manny. You see each surfer serves a minimum of 3 times. It's a point score system, like a golf leaderboard, as Terry McKenna likes to refer to it. And what you see, each heat there's points on offer. If you come first, you get 6 points. You come second, you get 4 points. You come third, you get 2 points. You come fourth, you get 1 point. After your 3 rounds of competition, all your points are added together, and the top 16 riders on the ranking from their combined scores move into the round of 16, which is man-on-man competition, round 4. And that's how it works. So at the moment, you've got the interesting scenario. Mitch Rawlins is in first place. He needs to finish first to progress into that round of 16. He's only on 5 points. If he gets a win, 6 points, 11, he's winning. Will he get on the knee, Manny?
All right, here we go. Up and riding. Dave Winchester in the red. Oh, big reverse spin off the top right there. Dave Winchester find a little section, but could not pull it off. Actually lands behind the wave. So as he's paddling out, we have time for this. We'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, you were talking earlier about the Phantom camera, 1,000 frames per second. We're going to have that on the last day. We're just going to videotape, and you're going to see some amazing images on the highlight reels on IBA's YouTube channel, youtube.com, IBA World Tour.
That's right, Manny. I would suggest to all our viewers out there, hop onto youtube.com/IBA World Tour right now, subscribe to the channel, so when that Phantom footage comes out, we're talking 8 feet plus Fronton. The world title will be decided. You want to see that at 1,000 frames per second. Put that into perspective. That takes about 45 seconds just to watch one wave.
Oh my.
And so do yourself a favor, log on to the YouTube channel, subscribe, so the minute that baby drops, you get an email that tells you, get ready to watch history, brother, because it is going to be amazing, amazing footage.
And we know most of you watching right now already go to IBAWorldTour.com for the latest and greatest. Plus, Facebook and Twitter, IBA World Tour. We are everywhere covering all our bases, but make sure you stay tuned on all of them. IBAWorldTour.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, IBA World Tour. And you're going to get it all there. So thanks again for watching. This is it. The last stop on the amazing 2011 Grand Slam Series IBA World Tour, and we are ending it here. And what it's going to turn out to be is going to be an amazing, amazing end with massive waves here at El Fronton.
It is, and here's Mitch Rawlins looking to better a 4.0. He's got a little section coming to him. Big invert, lands it nicely and rides out the front. He's only trying to better a 4.0, man. Keep in mind, he must win this heat to stay alive in the competition.
Woo.
So I'll go as far to say that might give the judges a bit of pressure to see whether that was worth better than a 4.0. But there's 10 minutes to go, but let's have a look at this replay.
All right, there's, Mitch Rawlins actually perfect invert right there, so he's paddling back out. Eder Luciano. Mitch coming in with a 5.6 on that one. So, woo, intense.
Intense. Mitch Rawlins, we'll get on to Eder soon, Manny, because he's a very important role in this heat. But Mitch Rawlins has qualified for the 2012 World Tour. He did that through the Global Qualifying Series. He's a superstar of the sport. I am so excited to have this guy in the top 24. Yes. Seeing this guy bust it. Pipeline, Chile, Mexico, Brazil. Oops, did I say Brazil? Is that one of the new venues, Manny? Let's wait and see.
Are we going to Brazil?
Well, you buy the calendar and you will find out
doctor.
where we are going. But people, be excited. You Brazilians watching Eder Luciano, maybe I think you should buy yourself a calendar because you'll be able to find out, is the IBA World Tour Grand Slam Series coming to Brazil? I think maybe, Manny. We'll wait and see. But one person would love to see surfing in Brazil or surfing anywhere in the world is Eder Luciano. He is in the situation where he needs to at least come second in this heat to book himself into the round of 16. But Eder's had a strong year, and look at my stat sheet here, Manny, and we'll have to see Eder Luciano. He's on the bubble, but if he can get through to the round of 16, he's safe. And who we got there, Manny?
Wow, this is the local legend right here. This guy he's born and raised here at this area in the pink shirt. His name is Alejandro Reyes, and they call him Yuyo. Yeah. And all the Groms love him, and he's fully down to earth, and he throws it down. In fact, I saw him at La Guancha where we had the trials, some of the trials, and he rode that thing like if it was a sandy beach break, and I'm looking at him going, did you just really do that? So Yuyo, he's very friendly, good man right there. I love this guy.
Yeah, no, huge respect to the local there, and he was one of the wild cards last year in the Fronton event we did, and look, he said he openly said, look, give it to someone else this year. I had my turn last year. He could match it with the world's best out there, but he's just such a gentleman. He said, look, hand it over to one of the other locals. I've had my turn. This is my wave, but I'm willing to give it to the world's best riders and a couple of young grommets. And you've seen riders like Elliot Morales take the opportunity with both hands. So hats off to them. Respect.
Yeah, Yuyo. If you come to this area, you're going to see him and just, shake his hand and give him the respect he deserves. This guy is very cool. Take a look. Eder Luciano on his second wave. Here we go.
He needs a 4.6 to move into first place. Oh, that ugly landing could trouble him, but he held on well. Great riding. The scenario we're watching here, Manny, is Eder Luciano is currently in third position. He needs a 4.6 to jump into first position. That would put him ahead of Mitch Rawlins and put Mitch under all sorts of problems. It was a 4.5, Manny. Eder Luciano remains in second position. But here's Mitch now.
Oh, bang! Big invert right there. We've seen a cleaner invert from Mitch, but that was a nice wave right there. He's trying to build on a 5.0. Look at this, out the back, Jason Finlay.
Boys, banks are nice. Yeah, off that, no luck, unfortunately, for Jace Finlay. But you saw Eder Luciano put the pressure boilers on Mitch Rawlins. Mitch Rawlins bounced straight back with that big invert, trying to, as you said, Manny, better a 5.0. Judges are thinking about it. What's going to happen? Still 6 minutes to go, so Eder will get back out there and see what he can do. He's sitting pretty at the moment. 6.5 for Mitch Rawlins.
Wow.
All of a sudden, let's have a look at this replay. It is the Mitch Rawlins invert, Manny.
Timing just a little off, but still able to punch through the lip and invert, pull that invert maneuver, lands, nice clean landing on the whitewash, and rides out of that. So 6.5 invert for Mitch Rawlins. And then here is Jason going for a bank reverse, 360 off the top, and unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. Jace Finlay, he was on fire early on in the contest. Bit of a slow heat here. He only needs a 5.51 to jump into second or a 7.1 to jump into first. So Jace, more than potential that. But look, he's got to be careful. He's sitting on 10 points. If he finishes with a fourth place, he's on 11 points. You'd think he's safe, but I have a feeling the cutoff will be 10, Manny. But Mitch Rawlins currently leads this heat. Again, the scenario was Mitch Rawlins must win this heat to stay alive in the competition. Eder Luciano, he has been surfing very well all year, all contests, and in this heat. He's marginally in second place. He only needs a 6.11 to leapfrog Mitch Rawlins and break Mitch Rawlins' dream to make the round of 16 for the Fronton event. Let's keep in mind Mitch Rawlins. I'm not sure if you were on the commentary at the time, but he had that heat, Manny. he finished 4th in the first round. He was screaming at himself. He was very upset, very disappointed with his performance. He's clawed his way back and put himself in contention to stay alive. Still 4.5 minutes to go. Eder Luciano can break the dream, but let's wait and see. Exciting stuff.
Well, Eder Luciano can totally pull off a 6.11 and grab that first place spot from Mitch. But you know what? 4 minutes, 30 seconds. As we say, plenty of time. We've seen a couple heats already where it came down to the wire last 30 seconds where people and the situation changed. So stand by, 4 minutes remaining. We got 2 more heats remaining. Look at this, out the back, airdrop into the pit. Dave Winchester, way deep, pulls in, and that's all that she will give to Dave Winchester.
Yeah,
and really shallow right there, water just washing up onto the reef.
I think that would have been a great shot Sasha Speck would have got there. He was right in the pit with winning it. Yes, it was a closeout, but you've still got beautiful, clear conditions here. Keep an eye out for that photo online, or you might even find its way into a magazine. But the master lensman, Sasha Specker, big respect to you, brother, sitting out there taking the photos. And the produce he's been delivering all year, some of the best surfing images I've ever seen. So one of the great lensmen in our sport.
You know what? To be at the level of bodyboarding where he's at, and to put a camera in his hand, it's no wonder how he's delivering some epic images, and you're seeing all those go down on the IBAWorldTour.com website. And shout out to Sasha for holding it down.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, Manny. But you've got that interesting scenario. You've got the Brazilian taking on the 3 Aussies. If we don't see a situation change, Mitch Rawlins and Eder Luciano will make it through to the round of 16. Eder Luciano, he'd be stoked to make the round of 16 for a number of reasons. One, to have another crack at this famous wave. But secondly, it will secure him a place in the top 16 for this year's rankings, which will ensure he is a top 24 competitor for next year. Keep in mind, Manny, the top 16 from this year's Grand Slam series are joined by the top 8 riders from the Global Qualifying Series, and there you have the top 24 for the 2012 Grand Slam series. So, Eder Luciano, stoked to see him on board. Here's Mitch Rawlins. Mitch Rawlins. It is
Dave Winchester. Yes, in the red jersey, putting together a combo maneuver on the smaller wave here, and he knows time is winding down. He'll probably catch this wave all the way in, but...
Oh, Manny, interesting scenario here.
Uh-oh.
Dave Winchester only needs a 4.85 to leapfrog into first place and shatter the dreams of Mitch Rawlins.
Wow.
That is going to be very close. It was a 4.0. Mitch, you better buy your Dave Winchester a beer, because he put it on the line there. We saw him mucking around a bit earlier, taking it easy, but he didn't hold back. What he was doing is he busted the big ARS and put the pressure right on Mitch. We had that scenario where Ben Play was chewing his nails, asking, what's the score, what's happened?
Jeff Hubbard was on his tail and almost could have knocked him out of contention of going into round number 4. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. Woo!
Yeah, man.
Mitch Rawlins in first, Dave Winchester in second, Eder Luciano third, Jason Finlay fourth.
Now, look, very fascinating 90 seconds. What's really taken my attention, Manny, is what we've seen here. As we've gone into round 3, there was Winnie's not finished yet. He's up and riding.
Let's see.
He's on the knee. This is only a little wave. He's just going to come in on and look. He shows he can throw tail with the best of them, Manny. But very importantly, everybody who needed to step up has stepped up. They're the true professionals. And you've seen Dallas Singer. He had to win. He stood up. Ben Player. He had to win. He stood up. Pierre. He had to finish in the top 2. Yes. He did that. Andrew Lester, the new man on tour. He had to win his heat to get through. So you're getting all these people. Rising when it counts, but we've got Eder Luciano. Hold the phone.
Wait a second. Eder needing a 5.26 or 6.11. 6.11. Bring him into first. Nice combination right there. Pulls off the air invert at the end of that wave. And another spin on the inside. That's not going to really help in the overall score, but wow, 5.26 is what he's after to go back into second place.
Many. Very important. I didn't realize Eder Luciano slipped back into third position.
Yes.
Well, Mitch Rawlins, he's up and riding.
Last few seconds of the heat, punches through lip, big backflip. I don't know how he got the projection through the lip. Big backflip for Mitch Rawlins. Wait a second, not over yet. Jason Finlay has caught this wave under the horn. What's he going to do? Another backflip from this guy right here. Jason Finlay won't be able to pull it off. Wow, another wave exchange at the last minute of the heat. So very interesting to see where we will end up with the final tally.
Many very, very important scenario happening here. I did not realise Eder Luciano had slipped back into third position. He does not want to do it. Let's have a look at Mitch Rawlins' big backflip first, up under the lip, and bang, whips it around. That's the critical section of the wave, hard to do. The judges give him a 6.1. We know for sure Mitch Rawlins has booked a first place finish. He's through to the round 16.
Woo.
Great to see. I'm a bit nervous for Eder Luciano here, Manny. He's finished in third position. Dave Winchester leapfrogged him into second place. Eder finished with a third place and 2 points. He is in bubble trouble.
Oh,
He's
no.
in that point on 10 points. But let's have a quick look, because if you have a look what we had, there's the scores. But what I'm looking for, Manny, is another Brazilian on 10 points is GT, Tamega. He and Eder will go in together, but Eder has a higher score than Tamega. So at the moment, they're both going to finish on 10 points, but Eder has a higher single score wave in his bag of tricks, and he may be the person who knocks his countryman GT out of the world title race.
Whoa,